Guys, welcome back to Click Academics. In today's video, I'm going to be teaching you guys how to solve this exponential equation. So we have 16 to the power of x plus 20 to the power of x is equal to 25 to the power of x. Now what I'm first going to do is I'm going to divide both sides by 16 to the power of x. So these two would cancel out, and on our left-hand side we have 1 plus 20 over 16, which is 5 over 4. To the power of x is equal to 25 over 16 to the power of x. Now, 25 over 16, well, this is equal to 5 over 4 squared. So squared, and now we have this to the power of x. And this is equal to 1 plus 5 over 4 to the power of x. So now what we're going to do is I'm going to let 5 over 4 to the power of x equal t. So I'm going to assign it to the variable t. And this can actually be, instead of 2 to the power of x, I can actually also write this as x to the power of 2. So I can flip this positions. So now if I replace 5 over the power of x with t, I get 1 plus t is equal to t squared. So now if I subtract t and 1 on both sides, I get 0 is equal to t squared minus t minus 1. And if I plug this into the quadratic formula and factor this, I would get t is equal to 1 plus or minus the square root of 5 over 2. So this means that we already have our value for t, 5 over 4 to the power of x. So this means that 5 over 4 to the power of x is equal to 1 plus the square root of 5 over 2 and 1 minus the square root of 5 over 2. So let's first do 1 plus the square root of 5 over 2. So we have 1 plus the square root of 5 over 2. Now to solve this, I'm actually going to take the ln of both sides. So if I take the ln of both sides, well, now I could move the x to the front of the ln. So this would be x ln 5 over 4 is equal to ln 1 plus the square root of 5 over 2. So now if I divide ln 5 over 4 on both sides, these two cancel out, and I get x is equal to ln 1 plus the square roots of 5 over 2. This is actually 1 plus or minus square root of 5 over 2 over ln 5 over 4. So this is our answer. Guys, welcome back to Click Academics. In today's video, I'm going to be teaching you guys how to solve this exponential equation. So we have x squared plus x squared is equal to x to the power of 4. Now what I'm first going to do is I'm going to subtract x to the power of 4 on both sides. So now we have x squared plus x squared is equal to, minus x to the power of 4 is equal to 0. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to factor out the greatest common factor of all these terms, which is actually x squared. So now we have x squared times x squared divided by x squared is 1 plus x squared divided by x squared is 1 minus x to the power of 4 divided by x squared. Well, if we have something in the form a to the power of m over a to the power of n, this is equal to a to the power of m minus n. So x to the power of 4 over x to the power of 2, that's x to the power of 4 minus 2, and 4 minus 2 is 2, so this would be x squared. And this is equal to 0. Now 1 plus 1 is 2, so now we have x squared times 2 minus x squared equal to 0. And now this gives us two equations. Our first equation is x squared is equal to 0, and our second equation is 2 minus x squared is equal to 0. Now for x squared equals 0, well, this is simple. The only number that's squared is that equals 0 is simply just 0. So for this, we have x is equal to 0. That is one solution. Now for a second equation, I'm going to add x squared on both sides. So now we get 2 is equal to x squared. And now if I take the square root on both sides, I get plus or minus the square root of 2 is equal to x. So these are two more solutions to this equation.